Alright, welcome back, guys. It's a best of 5 finals. And if you didn't see it in the brackets already, Choya did beat Salvation to get here. So, we'll see how dirty his Protoss goes versus Terran. But spawning here in the top left corner of the map, in the finals for the OlimoLeague, it's going to be the blue Terran player MarineKing from MVP. His opponent in the bottom left, also from MVP, coaching and being all around a badass. It's the red Protoss Choya, who beat out Trap to get here, and that's all well and good. But again, I remind you, the series beforehand was him versus Salvation. So first off, MVP team hype for just having so many MVP players in the OlimoLeague today. But yeah, Choya already kicked some ass. We'll see what happens with MarineKing. MarineKing's a different cut of player for sure, though. Salvation, definitely someone you would expect to play more standard, more macro-oriented, whereas MarineKing's definitely that micro king that we've come to love and see, especially in the earlier series today. But it sounds like James is coming back. Hello?
Just in nick of time for the gas first. Gas first.
Just in the nick of time, having that nicotine. You need to stop that bad habit, sir.
I will.
Trying to be the next tasteless over here.
Within this year. Within sometime this year.
Is that New Year's resolution, or is that just like a personal goal?
No, it was a promise I made a long while ago.
Okay. Well, guys, we had a sub earlier, so we'll give a shout out because we didn't miss it. Prophecy SC, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do remind you guys, we normally do hand out sub replay packs of games we cast for the OlimoLeague. Please remember that this is one of the tournaments we cannot share the replays from. And the only way to get the replays from the OlimoLeague is by subscribing to the Patreon. You check out the more information over there. But if you guys have any questions about this tournament, about the Patreon program, or about anything really related to this, OlimoLeague, the admin, she's also the Axiom manager. She constantly hangs out in chat. Just spam her with questions, guys. You got my permission. She actually recently got partnered.
So don't ask for obs.
Yeah, don't ask for obs. That's not gonna work. She recently got partnered too, and I think she's got a couple of emoticons floating around too, which is kind of cute. But anyways, getting back on track for the game, you point out there was that gas coming out here for MarineKing. And I don't know if he decides to play a little bit cheesy or not. I'm imagining it's got to be a Widowmine drop. There's no other reason to not get a second Rax down. You can still go with the Hellion opener and run Hellions down afterwards, but the 1-1-1 builds I don't feel work as well. Hellions have got a special niche in the matchup though, where like some Protoss players just don't know how to deal with them. Bottom line, Hellions are these weird alien units that Protoss have never had to deal with up until say 6 months ago for whatever reason. 4GG started making it popular, and these sort of openings became a little bit more scary, but as predicted, we are going to have that Widowmine drop follow-up.
And really, it's not to say that Protoss just don't know how to deal with Hellions, but it's really, a lot of it comes down to how good Terran is in making that decision, whether to dive or whether to pull back. Well, that's my opinion. Just saying.
Well, it got lucky with the scout too. Hellion, that is 50-50 goes the right direction, but this is an opening with Choice where this is not gonna work so great, James. There's no detection for this Widowmine. He's not slapping down a fast robo.
Well, guess in bright side, doesn't matter if Choya loses this one. Actually, if Choya if Choya wins this series, it's gonna put him in a more awkward position that now he's gonna beat a backup player in the team, and he's
they're gonna have to start
end the series with beating the ace player of the team.
Like they're gonna have to start playing Choya is basically the bottom line. Like
yeah, it's not gonna be long until Choya goes, you know what, screw this ace match. Yeah, I'll just come out and play. Screw you, you all suck.
Yeah, well maybe not so BM, but yeah, definitely something along those lines. Focusing the pylon on MarineKing is going to be able to stop that Stalker from coming out. That's going to be a big pain in the ass. We'll pick up to get out of here, but does he remember that there's a Widowmine there? If we see those probes transfer back, it's going to be a bad day for Choya. He knows full well, looks like he's going to sacrifice one probe. Oh no, that was just to build the pylon.
No, he's going to
just build the pylon.
Yeah, he's looking to build a pylon, I think.
Okay, well, the photon overcharge healing was pretty well. A bit of a, I don't know what that was. Ring around the rosy with that medevac. Comes back to save everything that it can. Widowmine does get the shot off on one probe, but still, it'll be a long time till detection's out. That Robo's got to build. I do think we'll have time for this recharge and get another shot. So Choya's got to have this clock in the back of his head ticking right now. Like, how long do I have until that Widowmine rearms? When's 30 seconds from now? MarineKing's going for a tank behind this. This isn't a misclick. When we saw this earlier today, it looked awkward because there's no way to really abuse it on Overgrowth, but on Deadwing, down over here, this still works versus Protoss. Oh, I don't think you remember, James. Oh, that was not a good shot, though. Two more go down. Two more go down.
Yeah, better than nothing, though.
I love what MarineKing's doing, though. The tank drop for this is so cool to see actually get used. The Raven follow-up's really nice as well. Again, going for that point defense drone is going to come to a big effect later on.
Oh. No, if the point defense drone, let's say it lands on top of the rock, there's no way Choya can break the rock.
Oh.
That'd be crazy if we see that.
I'm not sure if that's what it's for, but that is going to be disgusting if that's what it gets to. Again, with MarineKing...
This is the type of the harassment that Protoss is actually pretty alien too, right? Because Zerg players always break the rock at the start of the game with either Queen or whatever the lings they have. But Protoss, you rarely see them break those rocks.
I would be very sad if this just ended up being a push out of MarineKing, though. Like, that's kind of seemed like what he's gearing up towards. I mean, that tank should have been across the map by now, so he looks like he's just going to use this normally, which actually bums me out a lot, I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, while this is going on, the tank can sit here, a couple Marines to protect you from the mothership core, and then it just shells away the assimilator. And it might not look like a big deal, guys, but the gas income for Protoss is so critical. Plus, it would depower the Forge. Like, the fact that MarineKing isn't doing this is actually hurting him so badly, and he doesn't even know.
And also, some of it is that it's the stress. It's the added stress level to distract the Protoss player, too.
Well, I gotta.
While it might not kill some probes.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's people don't often factor in how on tilt somebody can go from something minor like that. But again, big shout out to my man Haynes for the win. He's the main tank in my guild on World of Warcraft. Just sub to the channel out of guilt, I feel. So shout out to Haynes. Thank you very much, sir. But we got the combi shields on the way. I mean, Stim's gonna time out for this as well too.
I see. Because Choya has been going pretty cheesy in these games.
Defensive for
standard defensive for the.
All right, so
Raven's actually working, pretty well. If we see Secret Missile coming down on the Immortal, that'd be pretty interesting.
It'd be cool because it's a spell effect. It'll eat through the shields, but back it on this tank, not going to do too well with Zealots that are in this dead zone. So that's kite around a bit. Oh, there's no concussor shells. That's irritating. Picking up. Gonna go for the Doom drop. Oh, this is, normally the biggest fear of the Doom drop is the stalkers picking off your medevacs. But once again, if this was scary, he could just put the point defense drone and bust right through. But either way, he's gonna get in. Point defense drone will still help against the photon overcharge. There's not really anything to help him with this. There's gonna be some feedbacks on the medevacs. That'll be great. Oh, one of these medevacs is full of units. He's got to get these units out. Feedback goes down. Slam dunk. But even within the yep. Eats up a lot of the shots. The stalkers can't get much done. He's killing probes. He's killing stalkers. Zealots have been warped in directly on top of this. This is looking pretty bad for Choya. 22 probes are dead at this point. The Nexus very well may fall. The point defense drone has been taken care of, thank goodness, but the damage has certainly already been dealt. Oh, the last couple stocks get picked up. Point defense drone, because it's armored, or not point defense, pardon me, auto turret, actually does a good chunk of damage to the Archon. Good game.
Yeah.
MarineKing. MarineKing!